Good morning, you are watching Superhuman Channel. I'm your host, Ty Smith, aka Maz Avenger. Hey, I just want to share some news with you all today. If anybody had missed it, everybody can go and tune in on YouTube. They actually sharing the news feed, because that's what we do on Superhuman Channel. On my channel, we share news feed. But what I found out, that I went and looked at different source on YouTube, and I actually saw the Paris Sony press conference of 2015, and man, I'm here to tell you, man, it just was mind blowing. So far, Sony really been nailing it at the game conference. My opinion on it is that that they really, pushing the market, with the PlayStation brand. And I'm here to tell you, man, it's some wonderful games that I had saw that I want to play. Me being personally. I want to play Uncharted 4. That's me, and also I want to play the new Ratchet and Clank. But they also pushing out titles that people never heard of, and they just like they was more focused on games. And what Sony, what I see so far, what they doing, it's just like they focus on everyone, who is a gamer. Just like Microsoft focus on the hardcore gamers, and Nintendo folks, like, they still focus on kid games, and they still trying to come out of that bubble, but it seems like they having a hard time coming out of that bubble. But I see how Sony game sales is in the green, and because they've been to so many conferences. They just recently came, recently was in E3 this summer. 2015, even though they won at Gamescom, but they made it up for it in China. Everybody missed that conference because everybody didn't believe that they had a conference in China. Then they did one in their home place, that's in Tokyo, and recently they just did one in Paris. And I'm here to tell you, man, it seemed like every conference that I had saw that Sony was doing on YouTube, that they had different games in different regions and territory at their game conference. Microsoft has been doing good in E3. Actually, they really beat Microsoft in E3 2015, because it was mind blowing for a lot of stuff that they had. But it still seemed like Microsoft had a hard time picking up when it come down to their sales. It getting to the point where Microsoft, they got so bad that Phil Spencer, who was not responsible for the disaster of Microsoft brand. It seems like Phil Spencer just don't want to talk about consoles numbers, game console numbers, but he want to talk about how many Xbox subscription or whatever. I forgot what he was sharing, that I don't want to misquote what what Phil Spencer says. How many I guess how many Xbox Live that they got or they sold, or how many people on Xbox Live, but he want to focus on the console sales. And that's that's terrible. While Sony, the PS4, continue to do an uprise. People don't know that Sony have a university now, that you can actually develop, the video games, which that was out all the way back then when I was going to school and want to go to college or whatever. And if I wanted to pick out a college or university, that would have been the one that I would picked out. If you want to know more about that information, you can go to PlayStation channel on YouTube, and you see more about that, about PlayStation University. But it is so much stuff is going on. And also, getting back to Microsoft, won Gamescom, but Sony won at Gamescom 2015. So it just so much, just going on right now. When they talk about the Nintendo code name NX, I'm really sucked dry when it come down to Nintendo, because they not putting nothing out there is worth playing. And I'm just serious. Mario, you can get Mario been around for years, and they still, you know, pushing that brand, which ain't nothing wrong about it, you know. But it seemed like they just lost that drive, and they had to get that drive back again. It sounds more mediocre, but at the same time, it's not. But I hope they come around, man, and do this thing like, you know, as we was coming up as gamers. You know, if you all fan agree with me out there, but Sony, they've been doing a good job, and they continue to stay in that green when they come down to the console war. So that's all I want to share. And one thing that was on my mind before I close out, you know, about the PS4 upgrading. They really can do it if they want to, but they don't want to charge people so much money to buy that console, because all they have to do is do like the PS2 era when it come down to upscale the game of PS4 titles with a processor. So it's easy to be done. They don't even have to, you know, use a disc. They have technology that's available out there right now at this moment that they have not released, that they can do 4K not only through screening, but also with a processor can turn around and boost his power, you know, with the games, you know, and they can run it at 60 frames per second if they want to, but it's gonna cost them money to do that. But all it take these days is nothing but a processor. That's all it take these days. So that's all I have to share with you all today. My name is Todd Smith, aka Mass Avenger. Hey, speak to me, leave y'all comments and leave y'all thoughts what you think about this today's show. Man, thank y'all for your support. Thank you, man, for me rushing, man, so fast, and I'm busy trying to get off. Thank you all for tuning in and watching. Peace.